Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sami Brielle. I am currently 20 years old and this is my 2022 year wrap up. I do a video at the end of every year where I react to my previous New Year's resolutions. That's what this video is. I'm kind of just gonna sit and talk and speak my mind. Hopefully it turns out entertaining, I don't know. I'm gonna start off responding and reacting to my resolutions from last year and give myself new ones. Hopefully I did some of what I said to my future now self that I hoped I'd do. Is that grammatically correct?
Let's start with goals. Focus on your career. I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I know I want to do something that really impacts people's lives. Moving to LA, meeting new people, going to events, nothing makes me happier. Going out is a distraction for me, and I love distractions. But it is a goal of mine to cut distractions out. My main goal is to build a career and to start a project. A big part of that priority involves not going out as much.
Okay, I'm gonna talk on this. I feel like I went out a lot less this year. I still went out a lot, but I think it's justified. I'm like, I'm not the problem, I am the problem, not the problem, I am the problem. Going out for me is a release because I am always putting pressure on myself to be the best about my academia, have the highest grades, be posting on TikTok at least twice a day. Like, that's unrealistic for someone who is a full-time college student. It's really hard to focus only on your career when you also have to focus on your academic. That pressure is something that kind of weighs on me a lot every day, and then my release is going out. I went out a lot less this year than I did during last year, but I still went out a decent amount.
Going out is super fun and I enjoy it, but it's not fulfilling.
I also realized how it is fulfilling. Going out could be fulfilling to you if you're making connections that you feel like are meaningful and valuable, not to your life, but to your heart. And I think that when I first moved to LA, I was trying to make all these superficial connections. Find the good people out there that have similar moral compasses to you. You're going to be able to find your people. I found my people in LA this year. First year in LA, I was surrounding myself with the wrong people, and that's why I had this negative perception on going out. Nowadays, I go out mainly with my friends to make new friends. Not to meet people who I could benefit from, not necessarily for people I could work with, because let's be real, my work is done at home. That's me. That's all me.
Partying is not networking. Going out and meeting people who are successful in fields that you want to be successful in will not make you successful.
True. I'm a lot less naive than I was when I was 17 and during last year and the year before.
I hope that I look back on this video at the end of 2022 and I could say, Sami from 2021, you succeeded, you did it, you're farther, you started something, you started a project. But if I haven't, and I'm still just as confused, I'll be okay.
Yeah, I did start a project. I'm not going to say I'm a lot farther than where I was last year. I still have no idea what I ultimately want, what I want to do after college, or when I want to graduate college. It's a whole other issue that I'll talk about later in the video. But I've definitely started some things that I'm proud of. This year I was on a magazine. I walked in a runway for modeling at Art Basel, Miami. I started a business at the beginning of the year. It only lasted a month, but it was completely separate and aside from social media, so that's why you guys probably don't know about it. It was related to COVID. I don't want to get too detailed into it because it's kind of complicated to describe, but yes, I did start a business. Yes, I did make money off of it, and I loved running the show. It really just taught me and opened me up to the fact that being an entrepreneur is something I'm really interested in.
I want to find other ways of having fun through physical activity and through traveling. I really enjoy traveling. In the past year, I've gone to Vegas, Miami, I went to Delaware, I went to Boston, Cancun, Mexico, and then obviously Los Angeles, California.
I was just going to talk about this. 2022 was my year of travel, and that is why I think 2022 has been the best year of my life. I traveled to Hawaii for spring break with my best friend Lucia, and then after the spring semester I went to Italy for a study abroad program. I lived in Italy for 2 months, and during that time I traveled to Prague, Vienna, Austria, Brussels, Belgium, Munich, Germany, London, England, Barcelona, Spain, Geneva, Switzerland, Paris, France. I don't know if I said Amsterdam. While I was in Italy, I went to Florence, Rome, Amalfi Coast. I spent 4 days alone in like a $30 hostel on an island called Ischia. I went to Milan, I went to Venice, I went to Pisa, Cinque Terre. I explored so much, and I think that my traveling is a big reason why I've been so happy this year. I also went to Miami twice for work trips. I just got back from a nonprofit trip in the Dominican Republic with a traveling content house called the Gaia House. It was an incredible experience.
Hope that I will spend less money on Ubers going to parties in LA and more money investing in travel, because travel is something that makes me very, 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 very happy. And it is a much healthier and educational way. I think, to have fun. I want to start finding enjoyment in physical activity again. I want to start taking more dance classes. I want to start going to the gym more. I've been going to the gym 3 days a week for the past 3 months. I'm not feeling physically at my best, and I want to work on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same exact thing for this year. During the time I was making this video, I was actually really consistently going to the gym, and I had myself in a really good routine. In the beginning of the year, I continued with it, and then when I went to Europe, I stopped going to the gym, and I also joined a dance team, and because I'm on the dance team, I'm like, okay, because I'm on the dance team, I'm exerting enough energy, you know, I'm working out. But really, dance team's 8 hours a week, which is a lot of time, but it's not the same as going to the gym and really targeting certain muscle groups. Definitely need to get back to the gym.
Another goal is to become more confident. I'm at a point right now where my confidence is very low because I'm slowly starting to hate myself again. Starting to let hate get to me, and I'm starting to let
wow, I really be a bitch on the internet, huh?
I've always screamed self-confidence on social media and believed it, but in the past few months I haven't been as much as I used to.
Yeah, I feel that for this year as well. I have definitely been struggling with my confidence. Doing some modeling work has actually helped, just because it's like, oh, you're modeling, like you need to have the confidence for the camera, and then you know the camera goes away and you're like, huh, I feel really good about myself and what I just did. But in general, yeah, my confidence has been low, but my confidence is so much higher when I am going to the gym, when I am taking care of my body. I get into these cycles where I'll get really stressed out because of school and I'll just eat and eat and eat and eat. I kind of just have been getting into that cycle a lot again recently, especially in this past winter quarter. I need to learn self-control. Seriously, that's what it is, self-discipline.
I got lip filler this year, and I've dyed my hair and cut it multiple times. Dyeing your hair and getting lip filler is not going to make you feel better about yourself.
I mean, this brunette hair got me feeling pretty good. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with my past self. It's not going to make you feel better, and I've recognized that. But nowadays, I do it for fun. Recognize that it doesn't affect my confidence, but rather it affects if I'm like vibing. I don't know if that makes sense.
For the weekend. And that was the most stressful, impulsive, but coolest thing I've ever done.
Oh my god. So what I went out to talk about in that video, I just want to sum it up. That trip changed my life. This time, last year actually, I went on a 4-day trip to Cancun the weekend before finals week, and that trip was so impulsive, and it was poorly planned, and it was a bad idea, but I did it for the sake of being fun. My whole life, I had always put academics before everything, and that was my first time putting my happiness before my academics. And I've actually gone on to do that multiple times this year, where I've been able to weigh the pros and cons of, okay, hold myself back from doing something I really want to do for academics, and like do something I want to do, or stay back for the sake of my academics and don't do something I want to do. I've gotten a lot better at like figuring out how to be spontaneous in a good way that allows me to have fun and be happy, but also in a way that I'm not jeopardizing anything important in my life. I only have 5 minutes on my camera, which sucks, and I need to go to my brother's lax game, so I'm just gonna talk about my resolutions as fast as I can. Main resolution, my camera literally died as I was saying. 2 main goals for this year. I was thinking this whole week, I was like, what am I going to say are my 2 main goals for this upcoming year? And then watching those resolutions kind of made me think of what I know they need to be this year. First off, I need to learn how to be alone. I don't know how to be alone. The only thing I'm good at doing alone is going to the gym. I hate going to the gym with people. Other than that, I'm constantly craving other human presence. When I do work or study, I don't even go grocery shopping because I just do Amazon Fresh because I don't like going alone. I just don't really know how to be in my own company and be happy in my own company. I always want to be with my best friend or with a group of people. Or if I'm at home alone, I'm always feeling this need to go out. I feel like I just need to learn how to be okay with being alone. I feel like that's a weird thing to say. There's some studies that have been done about people with ADHD like me. It's called like parallel play. People with ADHD are often better at getting work done or feeling more accomplished when there's someone else in the room. I like cleaning my apartment more when there are other people present. I like getting work done when there are other people present. And I just sometimes find that if I have to get work done alone, I won't do it. And I'll blame it on, oh, well, I was alone, so how was I supposed to do it? Like, it's not an excuse, and I need to learn how to just be okay being alone. My other thing is physical health. I need to not do like fad diets and then go to the gym for a period of time and then stop and then travel a lot and get out of shape. I need to be consistent. With this new lifestyle that I have where I'm like obsessed with traveling, I'm hoping to travel again all summer this summer, maybe get a job in Italy. I want to get a job in Italy this summer. So I guess that's another goal, is get a job in Italy for the summer. There's a marketing internship in Milan that I'm going to be applying for, and it's with TikTok. So I really want it because I speak a bit of Italian. So I'm hoping I get that internship. We'll see. I haven't applied yet, but yeah, that's another goal. back to what I was saying. I need to make sure that I'm on top of my physical health. I did a little 1 month challenge for my own self-discipline this year where I went vegan for 1 month. And when I was done with being vegan for a month, I spent another month eating all the things I would have eaten the month before. So being vegan for a month, that was great. But then compensating for it the next month by overeating was not great. I need to learn how to be consistent instead of doing things very intensely and then stopping. What are some other resolutions? Graduate. Big news, y'all. I figured out my major. I have mentally figured out my minor. I actually got into the communications major at UCLA. Yay! I have the ability to graduate this year, actually, as a junior. I need to make a decision about if I'm going to graduate this year or wait till next year and take more time instead of cramming everything into 4 classes per quarter, which is what I've been doing the past year and a half. Most people at UCLA take 3 classes per quarter, but I take 4 classes per quarter. I'm an overachiever and I wanted to graduate early. And now that I'm really facing this opportunity to graduate early, I'm like, shit, I don't want to graduate early. Like, that's so sad. I would have to get a job right away. That's really scary. So I need to make a decision about that. That's another goal. Make a freaking decision. General goal, become more decisive. I'm so indecisive. It's so bad. Literally 2 days ago, I was in the Dominican Republic 2 hours before my flight trying to change it because I booked it too early. And I knew in my head, I was like, I feel like I should book a one-way flight because I'm going to end up wanting to change it. And I ended up wanting to change it and I couldn't change it because it was too expensive and I couldn't get flight credit back and it was just a whole big mess. So trust my intuition more and become more decisive. Another goal of mine is to get back into music. I started writing music back when I was in high school, but I didn't take it seriously. And then I moved to LA in 2020 and everyone around me was an artist and they were successful and they were talented. And I tried to like jump into it really hard, but I jumped into it the wrong way. I was letting a lot of outside influences affect how I thought I should sound, affect what type of music I thought I should put out. And now I want to go about my music in a way where I'm just writing for me and putting out what I want to put out. I took a 1.5 year long break from writing music and I was just sad. I just didn't want to do it because it didn't feel fun anymore. I got really uninspired for a long time. And then a few months ago, I cut out a lot of toxic people in my life and I cut out the bullshit, the LA drama, the people that I didn't need to be surrounding myself with, and I started finding inspiration again like 2-3 months ago. So I'm really happy that I have inspo again, and I'm hoping that I could get more into it and writing again, having fun, enjoying writing music. My camera is about to die, so I'm going to say an outro right now. Ultimately, for 2023, I hope that I have a very similar year to what I had this year. I feel like I've felt a lot of personal growth, I've traveled a lot, I've made a lot of great friends, and I hope that that stays throughout 2023 and continues to grow and amalgamate into an even better year than 2022. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if this was very interesting. I know this was kind of rushed, but I had fun filming it. I will be back in 2023 with some more content. I don't know what type of content. Clearly, if you couldn't tell from this video, I'm a hot mess. Emphasis on hot though. That was really cringy. Guys, in case you couldn't tell, I'm on so much Adderall today. It's for my ADHD, I'm prescribed, don't worry.